Okay, so now we are going to write an application which will use the my intent, which will use the intent service. So it's called my intent. Click next, 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 and finish. So this will compile and stuff, and then we'll come over here. We'll go to design. We'll take this and we'll delete. We'll put a button over here, and we will put a checkbox somewhere here. Okay. We'll go to the text and we'll name this as start service, and the ID would be btn start service, and we will actually add the event handler on click start service. Okay, and we will do alt enter and we'll create the function. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to create an intent service. So we'll say my intent service, and the class would be intent service, and we'll click OK. It'll complain, so we'll implement the on handle event. It'll complain again, and we will say we'll create the constructor. So when we create the constructor, we'll remove the string, and then we'll have my thread. So this is the thread. This is the name of the thread which will run instead of the main thread. And we will actually have private static final string call tag is equal to my intent service dot class dot get name. Okay, and we will come over here and we'll say we'll log these values. So we'll log.i and we'll say tag comma, and we'll say on handle intent and the name of the thread. Okay, so this all looks good, and on our main activity over here we'll start an intent, and we'll go from main activity dot this to my intent service dot class. We will add extra to it, so intent dot put extra, we'll say sleep, and we'll sleep for 10 seconds. And then we'll do start service with intent. So we are sending an intent to our main activity dot main activity service. Over here, this is the intent, so we'll get the value out of it. So int sleep is equal to intent dot get int extra sleep comma default value, let's say, is 1. Okay, so now what we want to do is we'll say int counter is equal to 0, and we'll say while counter is less than sleep, we will log we'll log, and we will sleep for a second. Okay, surrounded with a try catch. So we'll sleep, and then we need to do counter plus plus. Okay. So once this is done, we actually do not have to stop it. The intent service stops on its own. So to see this, we'll actually have a on create, and we'll have a on destroy. And we'll take this, and we'll put it in the on create and the on destroy. Okay, so let's run this thing. Oh, we need to actually register to my intent service. Okay. So we'll run this. And we'll start the service. And then we can see in the run that the service started. On create is on main. On handle event is on its own thread, which is my thread. And once all the sleep statements is done, the on destroy gets called on its own, and that again runs on the main thread. So this was a simple tutorial for the intent service. Thank you.